GPT Commentary on the Introduction. A rigorous science of man. Layer 0. What Laruelle is trying to do. Forget everything fancy. He is asking, can we study the human in a way that is truly rigorous, without turning the human into an object controlled by systems? That's the entire problem. Layer 1. His target. Two failures. He attacks both sides. Philosophy and sciences of man, that is psychology, sociology, etc. And here's the shocking claim: both fail for the same reason. Why philosophy fails? Philosophy always does this: defines what man is, reduces man to concepts, reason, consciousness, language, being, etc. Example: man is rational, man is being toward death, man is language. Problem: it never reaches the real human, only abstract versions. Why human sciences fail? They look more scientific, but they borrow their concepts from philosophy. They divide man into parts: social man, psychological man, linguistic man. Problem: they don't study the human as such, only fragments. Laruelle's brutal conclusion: man has never been the object of the sciences of man. Let that land. Man has never been the object of the sciences of man. Layer 2. The core problem. Both philosophy and sciences assume man must be understood through systems. So they keep asking, what is man as language? What is man as biology? What is man as society? But Laruelle says that move itself misses the human. Layer 3. The big illusion. He calls it anthropological difference. Strip the jargon. It means man is always split into man plus something else. Examples: man plus reason, man plus society, man plus language, man plus being. Why this is bad? His claim: because the human is never allowed to stand on its own. It is always defined by something outside it. Layer 4. His radical claim. Here's the pivot. The human is already complete before all these systems. Not constructed, not explained, not completed by theory, but already given, already real. He calls this ordinary man, finite individual, minority, not average person, but the human before being captured by theory. Layer 5. The reversal. Instead of systems explain man, he flips it. Man becomes the basis for studying systems. So now, philosophy becomes an object, science becomes an object. Layer 6. What is this science of man? Not lab science, not psychology. He means a rigorous description of the human as lived. Key features: not borrowed from other sciences, not imposed from philosophy, but grounded in the human itself. Critical line simplified: to discover the science of man equals to discover what man really is. Same operation. Layer 7. Why current sciences are fake? He says they are mixtures of other disciplines built on old philosophical assumptions. chasing an imaginary man, like trying to define a person by stacking labels. Result: no real object, no real science. Layer 8. What must change? For a real science of man, man must be irreducible, not language, not biology, not society, but something prior to all these. 2. The whole must be rejected. Philosophy loves total systems, unified explanations. Laruelle says the human is outside the whole. 3. The human introduces a split, not philosophical dualism, but human versus world, one sided relation. Layer 9. Ordinary man, deeper. He defines man equals finite, inalienable, self contained, meaning not dependent on systems, not reducible to theory, cannot be captured fully. Key idea: the human does not need philosophy to exist. The human does not need philosophy to exist. Layer 10. Final attack on philosophy. This part is brutal. He says, philosophy does not know man. Instead, it knows the inhuman, the overhuman, abstract constructs. Example: the cogito, spirit, the subject. These are fictional stand ins. Layer 11. The real move. He replaces philosophical man with real, lived, finite human and says that is the true object of science. Layer 12. Final shift. He is not just criticizing, he is proposing a new foundation of knowledge where the human is primary, systems are secondary. Simple summary for a lay person. Let's strip everything. Most ways of thinking try to explain humans using big systems: philosophy, psychology, society, etc. Laruelle says these systems never actually reach the real human. So he proposes start from the human as they already are and build a science from that, instead of forcing humans into theories. Now, your turn. This is important. Answer this cleanly. When Laruelle says man is outside the whole, do you hear that as A. Mystical spiritual idea, B. Structural claim about how systems fail to capture humans? Pick one. No hedging.